from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Yellow. All day, every day, any day. Why? Get wide.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 33. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher, 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Working from the gun, Mahomes, flush to his right. He can run for it, and Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble, too, as he scrambles for a 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, He's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Good.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
C.J. Henderson.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Le'Veon Bell, no shades there in 2015 against the Chargers where he stumbled in. Here he can't get in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down.
In his end zone, here's Locke. Completes it to Hardman. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. Woo! And all the way home for a Broncos score. Mecole Hardman, 99 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Fumble on
You
the
think
play.
about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard up, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now here's Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Pollard. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
Good movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos.
27-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's going to take off with it, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Mahomes going to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. A final shot before half for Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Here's Mecole Hardman. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for 10, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards.
Broncos.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Pollard. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Pollard again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go. Set. 90. What are you talking about? I'm bringing it. Squeeze. Get in there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And I think the Broncos have it. They do. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Come on, set. Get the pace. Let's go. Time to go right now. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, let's go. You got block me. You got block me.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. And sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
35's the mic.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's another Kansas
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
14. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Hardman on the return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. Mecole Hardman. He will score.
Touchdown, Denver.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were hoping. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes on the slant. This is Chark. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
DJ Chark.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Broncos 31, Chiefs 14.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route.
Mahomes pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 30.
Sliding out of the pocket. That one complete to Hill. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey.
Complete to Travis.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Rolling to his right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
56, the mic, boys. 56.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the carry, it's Davis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Davis, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Hardman on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here I come. Mike 56, Mike 56.
On first down, Mahomes. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike 53, 53, Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the...
On play action, Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And it's
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play action. Now it's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Pass. Complete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up
from the gun, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So,
this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
The Broncos.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
The ball carrier.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
And 12 at the 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time Locke will throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chris Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up, 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I'm scared.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway.
Ready. 44's Mike. Check. Now watch run. 44's to Mike. 44. Ready, go. Man out. Leo. He's checking. Crash.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
44. Exit.
Lock off a play action. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It got his man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 39 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 12. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Broncos, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.